Hi everyone. In this video, we will see how to create predecessor logic report in Primavera P6. Understanding the relationship between the activities is important for scheduling practice. In particular, you may want to know which activity predecessor among several predecessors is driving the successor. When reviewing the P6 Gantt chart printed in a PDF format, there is very little information available about the logic relationship between the activities. When creating the activity predecessor report, we can see the relationship, what kind of relationship it is used in the predecessor, and also see the lag in the predecessor, what is the lag you are going to provide in the predecessor. By using this activity predecessor report, it will be helping in understanding the relationship between the activities when reviewing a project or reviewing a baseline. Now we will see how to create predecessor logic report in Primavera P6. For creating the predecessor logic report, you need to go to the tools, reports. In the reports, you need to create a new report. Let's say we are going to create a new report. Okay, you can create by adding a new report. A new dialog box will open. So we need to create a new report. Next, you need to select the activity. Next, in the activity, you are going to select the predecessor. Then click next. You need to customize your columns, activity columns and the predecessor columns. First, you need to customize the activity columns. Select the columns here. So you need to select the required columns. I'm going to add the activity ID and activity name. So after activity name, I need to add the dates, start date and the finish date. So after you add these dates, you can apply and click OK. Then go to the group and sort. How you want to group? So you want to group by the WBS. Let's say OK, WBS. Then if you want to intern, no, I don't want to intern. Then I want to go to the sort. How you want to sort? So I want to sort by the activity ID, or you can sort by the start date and the finish date. I am going with the start date, ascending, and you can add the finish date, ascending. Then click OK. Then you can show the total, no, none. Then you can apply. Then click OK. After you click OK, you can go to the filter. So if you want to filter the activities, so how you want to filter the activities? So I don't want to show the completed activities. So I'm going to activity status is not equal to completed. So it will filter out the completed activities. Then click OK. Then you need to go to the predecessor. You need to customize the predecessor column. You need to click the column option here. So in the column option, you need to choose the required columns. So first is the activity ID. Instead of activity ID, I need to rename it to the predecessor ID. Let's say predecessor ID. Then if you want to align it, you can align it. Then click OK. Then activity name, I am going to rename it to the predecessor name. Then click OK. Then you need to add the start dates and the finish dates. Then you need to add the logic, driving, whether it is driving or not. Then you need to add the relationship type. Then you need to add the lag. So you need to customize all these columns. Then click OK. Then you can click the next option. So you need to rename the report title. So I am going to rename it as predecessor logic relationship. Then click next. You can run the report now, or you can save the report and run it later. So I'm going to save this report first, then click next, save the report. So report is saved here, then finish. So now you are going to run the report. So how you want to run the report? You want to run the report as print preview, direct to printer, or HTML. You can select the options here. I'm just going with the print preview option. Click OK. So you can see the report is generated, predecessor logic relationship report. So you can see here. So for the activity 1050, what is the predecessor, what is the start date and the finish date of the predecessor, and the activity name is also available here, and whether it is driving the activity, whether it is predecessor is driving this activity 1050. Yes, it is driving. And also you can see the relationship type. What is the relationship type? Predecessor relationship type, and if there is any lag, it is also available here. After we generate the report from the reporting tool, we will try to compare the actual program to the report what we have generated. So select the activity EC1050. For the activity 1050, you can see the predecessor is activity ID 1030. So we will just check the report. So in the report you can see here, this is the predecessor logic report. In this report you can see EC1050. For this activity you can see the predecessor is 1030 and the predecessor name is review and approve design. And you can also see the start dates and the finish date for the predecessor activity. So 30th August and the 22nd September is the start and the finish date. So you can also check whether the predecessor is driving or not. So you can see yes, it is driving. And what is the relationship? So it is the finish to start relationship and with the zero lag. So all the details of the predecessor activity is generated here. And you can also check the status of the activity EC1050, the start date and the finish date 22nd September and 29th of September. So this is how you are going to generate the predecessor logic relationship report in Primavera P6.